Okay, now, we have a little bit of time. Is there anything, you've got a couple of items under other business, Betsy. You want to talk about updating the rules and regs?
Thanks again. Have a good night.
You too.
We do not have any special permit rules and regs. There's no special permit application. There are no rules and regs that discuss how the board addresses special permits. It's like a dark. So,
Yeah, so we should have some.
so we should have some.
Yeah.
I can propose some, because it's very frustrating. I mean, there's a number of special permits this board grants, and I think there should be some clear rules and regs, particularly based on the discussion last night where Copeland and Page basically said the board, you know, the town can't, in a 40B situation, deal with policies. They must, you know, kind of provide or look at waivers relative to the community's rules and regulations as well as other bylaws. So the policy just doesn't work anymore. So,
You're talking about rules and regulations for all special permits, or just planning board administration?
planning board.
Okay.
I mean,
Because last night they were talking about the comprehensive permit.
no, they were, but my concern is this board. I'm busy enough with this board, so, but there are no rules and regs for, you know, earth movement, earth removal, solar photovoltaic, what else do we have? There's a wetland floodplain, you know, just kind of the basic criteria and, for that.
Right.
So,
Okay. That
And-
sounds like a reasonable thing to do.
so, I will see if I
When
can.
would you be able to
Give my
take a look
spare
at
time,
that?
spare time?
Well, I think it's gonna have to be, I mean, you're gonna have a pretty full plate in the next.
But let me see what I
several
can cut and
months.
paste,
Okay,
and,
all
see
right,
what we can do.
okay. But, I mean, all right. It would be helpful.
This has come up because we've got a couple of projects coming in for special permits for either earth removal or earth movement, and everybody's looking at me saying, oh, where's the application form? Where's the, you know, the fees, the fee structure? Where is it?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, we need to do that. All right.
So, communications with the Weston Housing Partnership. This board, there's a position for a planning board member on the Weston Housing Partnership. So I don't know if, however it works, but,
If the, whatever board the town designates to do the housing production plan is the key board for the planning board to be
Okay.
involved with.
okay,
And so what, we need to find out, if that's the partnership, then we should be on that board.
Okay.
But if it's another board that's split off, whose task is strictly to do the HPP, that's the board we ought to be
Okay.
sitting on.
okay. I'll follow up and see if I can find out what's going on, because at present, the housing partnership, per their mandate, is,
But last night at the discussion,
she said.
they didn't seem to know that the housing partnership was sitting down in the front row.
Mhm.
And they didn't seem to know that that was part of their mandate.
Right, right,
In fact, they were asking the question, how do we do it?
right,
Well,
yeah, I get it.
so,
Okay.
oh,
Yeah,
right.
right,
So there doesn't seem to be right now a consensus on that responsibility by the partnership. One of the questions with respect to this whole issue is who is coordinating the effort? No, it's not a rhetorical question. I mean, is there an individual in town that's supposed to be coordinating this effort?
My understanding is the housing partnership and their staff.
This is a policy question. Okay. So when you're talking about communications with the partnership, that's what you're talking about?
I was thinking more of, the board does have the ability to have somebody on the partnership. And this was generated before the discussion last night when the lawyer from Copeland and Page said somebody else could do that. You know, that there are a number of different options for somebody doing the housing production plan. So if it's the housing partnership, the board does have a seat at that table. And if it's some other entity, then it needs to be understood that the Board of Selectmen and the Planning Board need to sign off on the housing production plan.
Yeah. And so the Board of Selectmen and the Planning Board should be integral in
Yes.
the whole process.
Yes.
If somebody would just designate what the process is going to be,
Right.
that would be really helpful. Because based on the discussion last night with the Chaplin and Page attorney, it sounds like the town had better get started pretty soon
Mhm.
on doing
Well,
the production.
Yeah, there was an interview with Lynn Sweet, what about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago?
By whom?
The housing partnership.
Okay. And she's a
She's
consultant?
a consultant, and my understanding is that MAPC has approached the housing partnership and their staff about potentially doing. And I actually sent something out on the planner's website asking, you know, who have people found to be good people to do housing production plans? And I provided a list of about a dozen or so people, half a dozen or so people, to Noreen Stockman, who is the staff to the housing partnership, and to Hugh
Jones.
Jones, and to Don Vanderpump. So it would have to be an RFP, and it's probably in the $20,000 range.
So I'm curious, is MAPC on that list?
MAPC was on that list. They have done housing production plans. My concern is that they tend to be a little cookie cutter. And I think
Yes.
it needs to
Very
be,
much so.
it needs to be a very tailored plan in this community. Yeah.
I've read a lot of good plans. Sometimes you get the right thing, the right community.
So, the partnership would not be actually hiring the consultant
Donna would be hiring.
on behalf of
Hmm.
the selectmen.
Mhm.
So at some point, don't the selectmen have to get into the process of evaluating the proposals?
Well, I think what would make sense is that there would be a group specifically established to fast track the housing production plan.
Yeah.
Donna would put out an RFP, people would respond to the RFP, the group tasked with the housing production plan would review and potentially interview one or two people and then do it.
Okay, sounds like a scheme. It'd be great if we knew saying?